Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Smack up that like button, it's Christmas! No, it's not Christmas, man. Let's talk some bad stuff today. Let's get a little bearish. Let's jump onto the screen, man. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Ho, 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 ho. Mother truckin' ho. What's going on, guys? Holy moly, another day in cryptoverse. Bitcoin. Wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside. Everyone's going nuts. I first want to say, I just saw that some of you guys said on Twitter that BB said he was doing an interview with SBF. You can't tell me that shit wasn't pre-planned, okay? Because he was saying 3 days ago he wasn't even planning on going. And then he goes and he somehow gets an interview. Come on, man. This shit is just reality TV at this point. Come on, man. You can't tell me this shit isn't reality TV. Anyways, it's my little rant alert for today. Little pre-game lobby rant alert as we jump into some stuff today. We're gonna talk some stuff that maybe a lot of you guys don't want to look at, but there is a couple things in the charts that could potentially bring us down, and I think a lot of you guys even think that that's likely at this point. And I've been sort of saying since we broke that previous low that I do think Bitcoin has a little bit further to go down. So let's talk about what on the charts could tell us that and have a little fun, all right? We're going to have a little fun while we do it. I mean, as much fun as you can be. I mean, Mike's having a lot of fun. Finally, we're going to talk some friggin' sense here. Oh, man, I've been waiting months for this shit. No shit, we're going down. I don't have to show you a chart. Just look outside. Everyone's broke as shit. Everyone's miserable. No one's hitting up the like button on streams. That means everyone's miserable and broke. All right? Christ, Jordan. About friggin' time, man. Let's go. It's going to be my favorite stream this year. Oh. Let's go. Mike, what's going on, man? What's going on? You love saying it's a pre-recorded stream. Listen, if it was a pre-recorded stream, I wouldn't be reading the chat. Handle tone. Or handle telephone. I forgot it's hand telephone. I'm too far deep into this Handleton thing. I can't get out of the hand telephone, okay? It's not going to happen at this point. I tried, and it's just not going to happen, if you know what I mean. Let me see. You are right. It's here we go. Bitcoin is going to misery town. Oh, Lord. Brian Rich. That doesn't sound too good, man. Anyways, what did Bitcoin do today? Well, Bitcoin today is, well, I mean, like I said, I mean, this morning we were looking at Bitcoin. It got a little bit of a drop. But if you look at the closes, you got wicks up, you got wicks down, but you're sort of just staying in this little bit of still what would be considered a bear flag. At the end of the day, nothing's really changed from this morning stream as far as the short-term price action. It's still a drop into a bear flag, right? You get wicks up and down, but you're still just kind of going up in this little channel. And, you know, at the end of the day, you take it for what it is. I mean, the measure move does put you still, I mean, despite everything that happened today, the measure move still, I mean, depending where the last hit is, I'm going to assume this is going to get one more rise up before it does drop. So I would say that the measure move is going to put you somewhere in that $15,800 level. Nothing's really changed from this morning. I mean, we're just kind of moseying our way and dilly-dallying our way and frickling through the forest. You guys know that song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips with me. That's kind of what Bitcoin's doing right now. It's really freaky. I don't like that song. Something about that song gives me bad little gimborees and bad little vibes. I don't know about you. You guys know that song? Tiptoe through the tulips. I'm pretty good at singing like that. Maybe if that person can make a song like that, I think I can too. I think I think I should make a remix. A Bitcoin remix. Bitcoin through the crab market with me. I think I could pull it off. No? Come on. Give it to me a little bit. But anyways, nothing's really changed. I still see this price action happening. A move back down to 15,800 after a breakdown from a big triangle and then a breakdown. I think Fahid was saying it earlier in the chat. It's just a bear flag inside of a bear flag. Inside of a bear flag. Inside of a bear flag. No, but in all seriousness, that's what I see. Now, the invalidation for this, because you always going to have an invalidation for anything. I mean, no matter what you're looking at. The invalidation for this is if Bitcoin can get a rise back up, we get a close. I mean, really, I want to see a break of this trend here. You see this trend line coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, the old symmetrical triangle resistance. That's my sort of like, okay. I mean, Bitcoin breaks out from up here. That's the invalidation. We probably go up from that point. If Bitcoin can sort of make its way back up here, get a close above this trend line. Then I'd be probably looking for 17K. That's sort of the invalidation there. But until then, hey, I mean, you got to take what the price action gives you, and the price action is giving you that, if you know what I mean, my friends. Dan wants some JC merch. Oh, Mike, you guys are killing me with the JC merch. I will come out with some JC merch, okay? I am terrible at making that stuff, though. Like, I'm horrible. I'm just not very good at fashion, guys. I mean, I don't know if it's considered a mug or a drop of face fashion, but holy moly. When it comes to designing stuff, I am horrible at designing stuff. I mean, hell, look at my freaking, look at my stream thing up top. It looks horrible, man. You know what I mean? It looks freaking horrible. Man, Jordan, you gotta redesign that shit. It looks horrible. Listen, people want the star of the stream. They want me. They want a big me face on a giant mug or a t-shirt. Make it happen, all right? No one watches the stream for you, you idiot, all right? They want my face on a mug so they can drink their coffee and look at my miserable face every day. Make it happen, you lazy mother trucker. But thank you, Bob, thank you. Horse Guy merch? We could come with the Horse Guy merch too. Anyways, that's the short-term sort of price action there. Nothing's really changed from this morning, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Okay, I don't want to talk about this mumbo jumbo short-term price action. Man, this stuff's pretty boring. Let's talk about the bearish catalyst that we got for Bitcoin. Because there are some signs of, on the longer term time frames, I'm talking weekly time frame and up, that Bitcoin could see lower, right? And I think that's the common narrative at this point. And you know, I have to say, as much as it pains me to say that, hey, I guess that's what the charts are showing me at the current moment. So now, does that change, say, like the daily time frame? Well, you guys can see the title of the stream. I said bull's clock is ticking. Okay, and what I mean by the bull's clock is ticking is, if the bulls are going to get that rise up, I want to see it sooner rather than later, because in my personal opinion, and people might disagree a little bit with this, the FOMC meeting coming up on the 13th of December, I do think Powell is going to shut down just like he always does, right? The market gets a little bullish. Oh, they're going to pivot. I do think they're going to come with the 50 basis points, but I also think Powell is going to crush with his words. And this is just my prediction. He's going to crush the bulls' hope with some words that he's going to say. This is just my opinion. So my take is if the bulls are going to go for that ride up here, I want to see it happen. I mean, preferably this week. And I'll show you guys exactly why I want it to happen this week. And if it doesn't happen this week, the bulls' time is ticking a little bit, in my opinion. But hey, let's not get too carried away, my man. But like I said, if the bulls are going to get that ride up, I want to see it happen soon, man. All right? I want to see it happen very, very soon. Okay? If they don't, well, I think we could be seeing that 14K level. Now, let's get into the reasons why. Jordan, we don't need reasons why. We don't need reasons why. We're bearish. Look at the macro. I don't even know what that means. Savvy told me that macro is bearish. So I just short whatever Savvy says. Savvy is the genius in the bear market. And look at Horse Guy. That's all you need to know. No one's buying this market right now. But no, let's go over some stuff here, okay? Bro, won 14K already. Let's go over some stuff because there is some stuff. So first of all, let's touch on the obvious, okay? The obvious thing I hear for you guys, and this is completely nothing to do with the Bitcoin charts. We're going to get deep and dirty into the Bitcoin charts though. Here is the first thing, okay? And this is completely irrelevant, but a lot of you guys have been watching this stream, know what the F I'm about to say, my guys, okay? What are we about to say? Every time Chainlink pumps and the rest of the market doesn't, all right, Bitcoin usually gets crushed. And I look at my watch list today and I see everything down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%. But then I see Chainlink sitting there at about 5% up on the day while everything else is red. You can't make this shit up, man. I swear that every single time that Chainlink does this, it's just the whales playing some games. Everyone wave hi to the whale. We haven't seen the whale in a while because they haven't really been anywhere to be. I mean, I guess they've been selling, but everyone wave hi to the whale. Everyone in the chat, wave hi. Every single time Chainlink does this, okay, it seems to be a call to the other whales to make the rest of the market go down. You can't make this shit up. So, very ominous and nothing really to do with the Bitcoin chart. But if you go back and look at times where Chainlink has gone up more than the rest of the market, it hasn't been good for Bitcoin shortly after. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyone can vouch me for this. This has been something we looked at the stream so many times and we said, nah, it's not going to happen again. There's no way it happens again. Bullshit. Bullshit. Right? Back in the days, all sort of these guys. Yeah, man, there's no way. That's a horrible indicator, bro. That's a horrible indicator. Just because Chainlink is pumping does not mean the market's going to dump. Where'd you get that one? Okay? Where the heck did you get that one, man? Where'd you copy that from? Where'd you get that from, man? But that's what you guys like to say. But anyways, you guys know that. You guys know that at this current moment. So that's Chainlink. Now, that's just one, okay? Let's go on over to a few different things. Chainlink announced a stacking timeline, so it pump. Okay, if they announce some news, maybe that explains it. But, I mean, we've seen this in the past. So that's one. Let's go over to the title of the stream, okay? So what's the title of the stream? Well, minor capitulation. And I think, this is something that's publicly available to everyone, so I'm probably not the only one who noticed this, but on the last weekly close that we got last night, okay, we did get the hash ribbons signal cross again, okay? So the hash ribbon signal crosses again. Hold on. So Arder said, bro, I don't effing know why the algorithm showed me your channel, but I'm glad he did it. Your trolling skills are at all level, man. Cheers. I don't feel like I troll that much. I don't think I really do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of better trolls than me in the chat. Look at the trolls in the chat. They're really good at trolling me. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't troll at all, guys. I really don't think I troll at all. I'm serious. Look at my face. Does it look like I troll? No? Okay. The Bitcoin hash ribbons. So on yesterday's weekly close, we got the hash ribbons capitulation signal, which means that miners have to start selling some crypto because they can't afford to stay up, which is usually a catalyst to some downwards movement, especially in a bear market, okay? Especially in a bear market. So let's just go back and look at some of these times. So obviously right here, you got the hash ribbons capitulation signal, which tells you that, miners have to capitulate a little bit. You go back and look at the past in the bear market when we get these, okay? And you might think this is a bad thing. I would say that no bear market has ended without you getting this, okay? So we'll put it that way. Right here, the last one we had was June, the week of June 6th of this year. And it was this candle right here where it popped up. You guys can see that was the start of a massive move back down before Bitcoin ended up going sideways for about 6 months through June to November, okay? A couple times before that, we had one in June of 2021 on this candle right here. Obviously, Bitcoin went on to drop about 22% as well. Time before that was this one right here at literally the highs in May of 2021 at about 60K. Bitcoin dropped about 50%. So you can at least see the last 3 times, this has not been very pretty, okay? Not been very pretty. Jordan, just show them all the times. They're going to get wrecked if they don't see all of them. Just show them all the times in the bear market this has happened, okay? Maybe you'll save some of them. Okay, guys, pay attention to Jordan. He's going to show you exactly what he's going to show. He showed me earlier, okay? See ya. Anyways, we look at here. Obviously, March of 22. So what I'll say about this is, at least in bear markets, like when you're in a confirmed bear market right now, I think we can all say that we're in a confirmed bear market. I don't think any of us can argue with that at this point. And if you do, well, you probably look like this. But over here back in over October 2018, you got it right here. Bitcoin went up to drop 50%. My point with this is, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean really that you have to drop like 50% or something like that. Like you don't have to drop 50%. But, okay, in bear markets, that's been the case. Okay, and the other time before that was in December 2014, right here. Bitcoin also dropped. I mean, it's pretty funny. They're all like end up being around like 50% drops, which is pretty freaking funny. But hey, we have it. We have to take it for what it is. And we can't argue that fact. So that's what we got at this point. Now, I don't think that's the end all be all. And just because you get that I don't think that you're going to dump to like freaking a 50% drop would be 8K. You're not just going to freaking capitulate down to 8K. Unless something crazy shit goes down and something huge breaks. 8K is like that. To go straight down there would be an absolute monumental move. That would be absolutely insane. But so that's what we're looking at. I will say that you need to get the good thing about this is every bear market's ended with a capitulation and then a buy signal. We had a buy signal back here in August. Obviously, that one did not play out the way we wanted it to, right? And sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. But that's where you're sort of at, man. And now I guess we sort of wait for that buy signal, and we hope that the one time it didn't work was an outlier, and the next buy signal will be the true one that we use. And I will buy some at the next buy signal too, because we've only had one time where this is an outlier when you do get these buy signals here on the hash ribbons, which means that the miners are really starting to kick it into gear. So that's where we're at, man. I would say take this in, okay? Use this a little bit. I would say don't let this like freaking scare you, but it's there, right? We can't argue it. Let me see. Sell it for BTC if you want. Mine some Monero. I was reading some Reddit posts today, and people were saying that Monero is like the dark web coin, right? People on the dark web use Monero, right? Like this guy. Let me find someone who would use Monero on the dark web. Let me see. Like this guy. He was somewhere over on. Sometimes I check out Botcoin too, because some of those posts crack me up. It's someone like this. Hey man, you want some Monero? You want some Monero, man? Yeah. Listen. 1 Monero, you get 2 grams. 1 Monero, 2 grams. People were saying like, Bitcoin's gonna be next over there. Or people that used that back in the days, but now people use Monero on the dark web, which you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right. What's another thing we can look at? Okay. But Jordan, what about the Vector sitting at $1? I agree. Listen, I agree with you. These are just clues. At the end of the day, like let's get through these, okay? And we'll sort of do a quick recap, I guess. Here's what I want to see for Bitcoin, and I know this is not exciting and this is not sexy, but you know, I guess we got to start being a little bit more conservative at this point, because, I mean, listen, a lot of where Bitcoin's going to bottom is going to have to do what the Fed does next year. I know we all want to sit here and we all want to speculate like this indicator is going to tell us when the Bitcoin bottom is in. And listen, I made that mistake, okay? Unfortunately, as much as I want one indicator to be like, holy shit, this indicator is going to mark the bottom for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case, because everyone that marked every single previous bottom is just getting smashed every day. It's like something else gets smashed, right? Bring up any indicator. They're all getting smashed at this point, right? And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but you know, the Pi cycle bottom smashed, 200-week moving average smashed, hash ribbon SPY signal smashed, you know, like the 300-week moving average smashed. That's where we're at this point. Okay, now here is one more thing on the weekly chart which should give us a little bit of caution. So this is the LMACD. It's a logarithmic MACD. Just normalizes the MACD so it's not like all small on the left and big on the right. So here's where we're at. We're about to get that weekly cross, and this kind of goes into my thinking where I'm like, okay, we're sitting here and we're like, you know, hold on, we're sitting here and we're like, okay, could we see that one more move down? And if the bulls can't get that move up quickly, it might get a little shady. The reason why I say that is, and I go back to all bear markets, and whenever Bitcoin's gotten that MACD cross on the weekly, that also hasn't been a very good time for BTC. If we want to keep it real, right? April 2022, we got it right there. Obviously, wasn't very pretty. November 2021, we got it right there. Obviously, wasn't very pretty. And you guys can see that we are flirting with that cross back over on the weekly time frame. We can go any time back over here in March of 2021. Obviously, that wasn't very pretty. I mean, go back to any bear market. You know, and really, it's a lot of the same. Okay, flip it here. Whoops, that's not the line. We flip it here, wasn't very pretty, and we get a little fake out back up. We flip it back, and it wasn't very pretty. So that's been a common sort of occurrence here in the bear markets for BTC. So here's what I'm watching for, and these bearish things could lead to good things, and this is why I'm bringing it up. If Bitcoin does get that weekly crossover back down, okay? If Bitcoin gets that weekly crossover back down, it actually could lead to some good things. And this is what I want to basically say here. If this crosses back over, okay, and Bitcoin goes to this levels like, okay, everyone's calling for 14K, 12K, 10K, somewhere in that range. All right. If Bitcoin does have that drop to 10, 12, 14, okay, and the MACD drops, what I'll be watching for is that bullish divergence on the weekly MACD. If you go back to every bear market, all right, already every major low for BTC, what you'll notice is, okay, we're going nuts today. What you'll notice is, we're going nuts. Holy moly. Hold up.
Warning.
You gotta do one warning shots fired. Okay. What we'll notice is, that's actually what we want to see, right? To form a little bit more of a base. If you look here, higher lows, lower lows in the MACD, that was the point where Bitcoin said, sayonara, I'm going off to a bull market, right? April to 2018 to December 2018, right? Higher lows in the MACD, lower lows in price action. That's when Bitcoin said, sayonara, I'm going to a bull market, okay? We go back even all the way back to 2014, 2015, right? Higher lows in the MACD, lower lows in price action. That's when Bitcoin said, sayonara, I'm going to a bull market. So we don't have that right now, but if Bitcoin goes and bottoms at one of those levels that everyone's calling for, 10, 8 to 8, 10, 12, 14, I've heard every single number in the book, then we would probably get that, okay? So it's one of those things that we're in a wait and see period, okay? For me to be like, okay, Bitcoin's going back into a bull market, for me personally, the one thing I'm waiting for me to say, okay, I'm prepared for Bitcoin to start going to the moon here. Not just the hold, but to start going to the moon is when I see the 2-week MACD cross. Because every single time that's happened in the past, Bitcoin's gone absolutely ham. Now, we're not close to that yet. We're still at the very least, another month or two away from that. At the very least. So we got plenty of time here to kick it. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. I do think that as much as I hate to just be like, oh man, this is negative. There's still a shot for the bulls to bring it up, but they got to do it soon before you get some of these bearish things to start playing out. That's what I'm looking at today, guys. All right. Hold on. And yeah, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I just talked for like 20, 30 minutes straight. So let's see what the chat's saying here. Can't see much below 16, maybe 14. Yeah, I mean, I told you guys at this point, I'm not much in the camp of trying to time a bottom at this point. I mean, your Bitcoin's at 16K, right? 12, 14, 16, whatever, man. At that point, it really is, you're splitting hairs at that point, right? If you go back to last bull market when Bitcoin's sitting at 60, 70K, would you have really cared if you bought at 10 or 12 or 14? No, you would have just wanted to. So you're splitting hairs at this point. Now, for all you guys waiting for like 3, 5, 6, 7, even 8, okay, maybe you're not splitting hairs at that point, but I think people waiting for 14 and sort of 12, it's like, okay, you're splitting just a couple hairs, okay, just a couple hairs. Oh, whoop, we're getting a little crazy here. Sure, what are you talking about, hair? I haven't been splitting any hairs. And yeah, I'm waiting for 12K. You know why? Because that's what everyone's telling me to do. Wait till 12K. All right? And guess what? I don't have any hair. So I can't even split hairs. So the joke's on you. All right? I'm bald as shit. Because I drink Mountain Dew. And if you read the back of the Mountain Dew carton, it says, you can lose hair drinking this. Warning. And I don't care. Because Mountain Dew's so friggin' good. Has so much sugar in it. I taste it right now in my mouth. I'm gonna get one right now. Can't take your stream anyway. Let's see. I don't see any price actions to Fahid. No price action, Fahidi. Fahidi. I'm gonna call you Fahidi from now on. We get it? Fahidi? It's like a Fahidi. Sounds like you're from Hawaii. Fahidi. Take your little hula dance. Hula. Let's do a little hula. All right. Let's see. They are pubic hairs? Yeah, I guess. It makes your pee-pee smaller? Does it really? No way. No way Mountain Dew makes your pee-pee smaller. You know what makes your balls bigger though? If you eat more fats, your balls get bigger. I'm dead serious. Look it up. If you eat more fats, your balls get bigger. They're gonna be good fats though. We're not taking fried chicken. All right. Anyways, we're gonna stop talking about bigger balls. You know, some of you guys are probably sitting there like, I can get bigger balls? Wow, this is the best thing I learned on the stream all day. I haven't learned shit today. Can we talk about how I can get more bigger balls? There's one guy watching me like that right now. You know there's one guy sitting behind their screen that's like, wow, I can get bigger balls, man. That's crazy. You can. Eat more fat. And, drink more water too. That helps. That always helps. By the way, guys, I have a feeling, and I'm going to knock on wood here, okay? I'm going to say it before it happens. If I get sick within the next couple days, okay? I'm warning you. I'm warning you, because people that I've been in contact with have been sick, all right? So, just warning you ahead of time. Now, it's not going to happen. You know why? Because I am rock solid. I eat so much broccoli every single day, okay? So I can beat anything that goes into my body. So, it's not going to happen to me. But if it does, I warned you ahead of time. Eat chicken tikka. Oh, chicken tikka is unbelievable, man. You know my feelings on chicken tikka. All right, let's see what else we got. So we ranted for like 30 minutes. We got 1 minute to the daily close, so it looks like we're going to close somewhere around 16,213 today. Not too shabby, not too shabby, not too shabby. Balls. You may have to call out of work. No, we ain't calling out of work. We ain't doing that. I know you guys are all going to come in here. Poor Maya and the broccoli farts. No, you know what sucks about broccoli? Guys, we're going to hang out to the daily close here. 1 minute. Oh, there it is. Never mind. You know what sucks about broccoli? It's not even the broccoli farts. It's when you get broccoli, you cook broccoli, or you get broccoli takeout. Like, say you get like chicken and broccoli from a Chinese restaurant, and you keep it in the fridge, and then you take it out like a day later. Oh my God, that shit smelled so bad, man. Holy moly. That's one of the worst smells in the history of smells. It's like in the Hall of Fame. That's like in the Springfield, Massachusetts of the farts. Is old broccoli that's already been cooked. Holy Lord, man. Holy Lord. Let me tell you. That shit is awful. All right. Anyways, let's see what we got. So Bitcoin closed at a measly 16,211. I guess really nothing crazy. I mean, we're still in a range at the end of the day, and that's why I'm not spending too much time on short-term price action, because holy shit, man, this is freaking brutal. Holy moly. All right, could we see a little bit? Bitcoin's coming down to test support again. I'm curious to see what Bitcoin does here in the short term, though, because you look at both sides, and this is why I think some of this is sort of placebo a lot of the times, right? There's a big wick on the bottom side, and then you look at the top, you also got the wicks on these candles, and you got a vector candle up here. A lot of this stuff is, okay, which direction does it go first? You know what I mean? And if I looked at this and I said, okay, what makes the most sense? And it still kind of remains, like, to me, I look at this and I say, what makes the most sense? I would say that, even here, is it does get one more rise up to the top of this bear flag, okay? It sort of gets a little wick, it back tests this downtrend of resistance too, it curls back down, and then it comes back down to the lows, tries to come back up. And that's going to be the key going into the rest of this week, is can Bitcoin get any momentum to the upside this week? If it can't this week, I don't think that's going to be what we want to see from a Santa Claus rally standpoint, as we get the CPI and FOMC coming up in about 2 weeks now. And we're sort of running out of time there. Because we know what Powell does every single time, man. Daddy Powell likes to come in and give us a little slap of reality, it seems, every single time. Let's see. 5K gold and 100 silver in 6 months. BTC 3K. Wow. That's a hell of a call, man. Hell of a call. I love the call. I love the cojones on that call. If you're going to make a bold claim like that, you come out and you put it in the chat and you make that bold claim. Holy moly. I love it. Love the bold claim, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what else do we got? I'm not going to go over, sort of your typical daily charts. We got the monthly close coming up in 2 days, and it's not looking too good. I will say you got, when's the monthly close? On Wednesday? Yeah, on Wednesday. So you got basically tomorrow and Wednesday, okay, for this monthly close to come in. I'm still looking for I still want to see a close above 17,200, which is the wick from February 2018. If you don't, you just look at the charts. There ain't nothing here, and there ain't nothing here on the weekly time frame. The next logical level will be 13,860. Okay, so I would love if Bitcoin the next 3 days can get a little rally, a $1,000 rally. It's nothing that big. But at this current time, as we're sitting, not looking likely at this point. Okay, not impossible at all, but not looking terribly likely there. So that's where we're at in the monthly time frame. We'll go over more of this tomorrow and Wednesday as we approach the monthly close. But I was hoping the monthly would look a little bit better going into the end of the month here. Holy moly, this snot's everywhere. This snot's all over me. Holy moly. Ew. Are you serious? That's disgusting. What did I do to you? Just because I shorted your coins? You're going to throw snots on me? Ew. All right. Can you look at OGN? I got you, Vinos. Vinos, I got you on OGN. And I got you on Ultimate Gandhi. Chainlink announced, he announced a stacking timeline, so it will pump. I got you. Let's see. I'd love a small rally. I still think it's possible. I'd want to see it in the next week. I'd want to see the rally in the next week. Okay. If we're going to see a pretty nice rally, like if we want to see like 18K, 19K, I want to see it get started relatively soon here. Just because I'm just going based off what we've seen in the past, right? When we get to these meetings, the market tends to be a little bit optimistic, and then the Fed tends to come in and say things that kind of re-temper the market. And if you look on Twitter, this Bullard, you guys know this Bullard guy on Twitter? He literally just tweets like bearish shit all the time. It's like, I think we're gonna have to keep raising rates into 2023 pretty heavily, and it's like, dude, he's killing everyone over here. All right, so I guess the last sort of chart we can look at real quick for BTC is just our normal, sort of comparison chart to previous bear markets and kind of where we're sitting. And, these are kind of where we should be in theory. We're right in between 2014 and 2018 bear markets. We're sitting right in between, right? Those both went lower than we're currently at. Time frame wise, we're exactly where we should be though, right? So 2019 by this point already bottomed. 2014, had a few more weeks that bottomed the equivalent of the middle of December. So we're right in between. What are we looking at next? Well, that's to be decided. And I do think a lot of it has to do with what the Fed decides to do and say coming up here in 2 weeks, my friends. Okay, so that is where we're at for Bitcoin. At the end of the day, these times suck. These times are everything. I'm not going to give that whole spiel. I think you guys have heard that a million different times by a million different people. Bear markets suck. At the end of the day, make sure you keep your eye on the prize. This is when most people leave, and most people end up coming back in, sort of the top of the next rally. That doesn't mean you have to be investing right now. This just means make sure you're paying attention to whatever you're interested in, right? And make sure you're ready to strike whenever that metal is hot. Because I do think within the next 6 months, whether the bottom's in or it's not in, I do think the next 6 months in general are going to be that time where you're going to be wanting to pay attention to the market, even though most people aren't going to want to pay attention to the market. So It's where we're at, my friends, in the cycle. So these are the times that suck. These are the most trolly times, right? These are the times that we just sit here and we sort of, I don't know what you guys are doing behind the screen. Probably something like Bob. Probably something like Bob, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what Bob does either. But, or you're going to the Bahamas, or you're going to the Bahamas, maybe. What's going on, guys? I got a meeting with SBF. Okay? 3 days ago, I wasn't even going to the Bahamas. But now, I somehow got a meeting with him. Okay? This is what I do for you guys. I am the people's channel. I went here for you guys. Okay? I have a meeting with him. Twitter Spaces. Within the next 2 weeks. Get ready for it. Okay? Now, in the meantime, let me do some bench pressing. Fuck the trolls! All right. I'm going to give myself a brain aneurysm. If I wasn't going to get sick, now I am. Just because I decided to go nuts. Anyways. Oh, man. Anyways. Let's come back over here. So, that is BT Sizzle. BT Sizzle my nizzle. Let's see. It's because he bought SBF a pizza. Holy Lord. Anyways, total market cap. Total market cap. If you guys, listen, it's cool what BB's doing, but what I'll say is you can't tell me this shit's not rigged. Anyways, we look over here. So total market cap. It's still sitting at the level we wanted to see. Now, once again, same thing for BTC. What I'm watching for total market cap is the 2-week MACD crossover. You still got some ways to go with this one too, right? You at least got another next couple months, okay? Another next couple months to go for this one. So once again, I mean, it's sitting at a pretty, man, I mean, you're sitting at a very good spot. Excuse me, man. I'm like I'm burping up a storm over here. Holy shit. Was that the whale or that was me who farted? I don't know. Holy shit, man. Anyways, so you're sitting right here, right above there, right? 1, 2, right at the 786 retracement. You're in a decent spot for total, right? And then that's why it makes right now such an interesting time, because if you do end up breaking this level, it's one of those things that total has such a big gap in between the next logical support level, whereas Bitcoin doesn't. So does that mean if Bitcoin breaks this current level that altcoins are going to get absolutely decimated? I don't know. But if I looked at that and I say, okay, Bitcoin has big support at 14K, it's not that far from there. But total market cap on the weekly, on the other hand, has between this level and really the next previous high, a 40% drop. You do the math, right? I mean, that shows that all coins get decimated if that happens. So just make sure you pay attention to that. I do think that's something to pay attention to as we kind of go along here. So that's total market cap. The total market cap of the total market cap shot. It's total. It's totally everything. Do I even want to go over Ethereum? Well, here comes Ethereum. No one cares about Sandbox. All right, so Ethereum, broke down earlier today. So Ethereum's all over the place, man. Ethereum wicked up, wicked down. Looks like ETH is coming right down to test support right now. Or early coming back down to test this local support. So let's do a little trend line on the closes. See if ETH breaks down from those close levels. It's got a few wicks below. So we have seen that. And if you go to like the 15-minute chart, man, this thing, I was going to say, maybe it's like an inverse head and shoulders. I will tell you this ain't no human inverse head and shoulders. This is like a friggin' ant. This is like one of those things from Alien head and shoulders, right? I mean, you got a friggin' bat wing over here. Holy shit. Looked a little bit better on the hourly chart. Doesn't it look like a giant bat? Holy moly. Where's Brendan from Market Makers when you need him? Hold on. Where's Brendan from Market Makers? This is a perfect time for Brendan from Market Makers. There he is. Oh, here he is. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? It's Brendan from Market Makers. Guys, we have a massive pattern on the chart right now happening for Bitcoin. We have a massive bullish flying bat pattern. Why is this a massive flying bullish bat pattern? Well, it's not just any bat. If you take a look at what's going on with this bat, it's got a massive left wing. When we see this left wing be bigger than the right wing, we know we're going to get an absolute massive move back up to the upside here, my friends. So you guys can see here for Ethereum, massive left wing, massive head, smaller right wing. What does that mean? Well, we come back up and we break this neckline here. That's going to be a massive move up for crypto, okay? So if you want to follow the best traders on YouTube, follow me over at marketmakers.com, where you can go and get the best analysis from the best traders over here on YouTube. All right. Okay, so let's get off this. Let's get off this. Head and shoulders. Let's see what happens with this. It's sort of a sloppy inverse there, but I mean the structure's there. It's just a little bit sloppy. It's sometimes a little bit of sloppiness is good. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. Look at my hat, right? It's sloppy, but it looks really, really good. I look like a freaking. All right, let's see what happens here. Looks like ETH is coming back down to test some important levels. If it does break down to these levels here, you can call that pattern goodbye, my friend. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got from Mr. This is on the 30-minute time frame, by the way. The hourly is coming down. It's coming to take this wick. So we got this big wick for Ethereum here, coming back down. I'm assuming Bitcoin's coming down too. Yeah, here comes Bitcoin coming back down for that wick. So what do we got for BTC here? Is this just going to be a retake of the wick? Or is this going to be the bear flag formation that breaks us down back to the $15,800 range? Let's see what we got for BT Sizzle. My nizzle. Bada. A little sloppy head. Hey man, I mean a little sloppy head is fine. It's not every now and then, maybe not clean. I don't know. Do you guys like clean or sloppy? I don't know. You tell me.
Nope.
You tell me. Everyone's just talking about sloppy toppy in the chat. Holy moly. Your mom said doing Netflix and chill right now. Catch you guys later. What are you, a Clint? Anyways, so let's see what Bitcoin's like. Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. Ethereum. Let's see if ETH can close the hourly above this, it should be fine on the short-term time frames. Everything else seems to be coming down a little bit too. So let's go over Solana. No one wants Solana. OGN. Let's do OGN for Vinos. OGN for Vinos. OGM. Let's see what we got going on here. The inverse BART. Price action on stream, no way. Mr. Hart, it almost never happens, my friend. You know it doesn't happen. I like it gummy? That's disgusting. Anderson, what do you mean you like it gummy? Like they go, it's sticky? It's disgusting. All right, OGN. What do we got going on here? He said he likes it gummy. I don't even want to know what that means. If you guys know what it means, don't put it in the chat, please. Don't put it in the chat. I'm warning you. Because I will come in there with the ban hammer and I will ban your ass. I've only ever banned 3 people in my life, and I will ban your ass. Okay? I will. Trust me. All right. OGN. Let's get a better chart. This one's pretty trash. OGN. Let's see. This is a trash chart, man. Let's get Binance. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, OGN looks... This one was one where it was like, okay, you get a nice trend line coming down, you're holding it the whole way, and then you broke through. So now for OGN, unfortunately, I mean, this was the FTX Siago. You broke down below that level you wanted to hold. Now you're sitting below it. So in order for you to get any momentum back up, you simply got to get back above this trend line here, right? It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. It was support all the way down, and now it's going to flip as resistance. You've already tested it once and twice here. You got to be able to get back above there, man. Until you do, you're kind of just, it almost looks exactly like BTC's chart. Who'd have known? Let's go to like the 8-hour chart. Let's get deep and dirty here. Yeah, so this one, just a simple support line coming down, and just a simple, pretty resistance line coming down like this. So you're almost making like, you know, that formation with lower highs, horizontal support, and you're going to end up getting squeezed. I look up and it's the same thing I see with Bitcoin. It's like it's tough for me to believe that the market makers are really going to leave this all up there. You know what I mean? That's a lot of moolah. And you even got a big wick up here too. Look at this big wick. Look at that big wick. That's like you guys after getting the sloppy top, right? Right here. Look at that big wick in these vector candles right here, man. Holy moly. Are they really going to leave all that shit up there? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So let's see what happens. At the end of the day, it's one of those things that I still see the upwards move, but if it doesn't happen this week, it's gonna leave me a little bit, you know. But I usually when you see these quick moves down, you usually do see a little bit of a snap back up before they push it back down again. So I'm not gonna get too carried away at this current moment, and I do think it makes more sense for them to come back up, smack it back down, if they want to bring it back down, you know. But at the moment, you know, as long as you hold, you know, right here at like 9 cents, all is Gucci. Just support consistently 1, 2, 3 times, you know. Let's see BTC. So BTC's coming down. Here we go. B Water said even the market maker too broke to get us there. Facts. Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much moolah to the upside that they're just gonna leave up there, I guess. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, man. You know what I mean? They must be looking over there and they're like, they must be looking at that liquidity and they're like this. Man, should we go back and get up that money? It's gonna cost us a lot of money to get us up there, man. No, it's so much easier just to short this. Everyone's fearful anyway. Market goes down, everyone shorts for us. All right, yeah, let's just send it down again. It's just easier to keep doing that. Yeah, like I think even the market makers are bored at this point. You know, they're like down. Yeah, let's just make it down today. Just press the sell button, press the short button, make it go down. You know, it's crazy. Let me see. Sad Santa. No, we're just coming for that wick. If you know, this is some shady price action right here, man. You got shit going on up the wazoo in this price action, right? Wick down this morning, wick back up this afternoon. Come right back in the channel. Now you're coming back down for this wick. Will it just be a retake of the wick and they bring it back up? This is some shady price action right here. That is, I know you're breaking down from a bear flag, but this right here to me is and I'm not touching this, okay, with a 10-foot pole. Not even like a 3-foot pole, honestly. Actually, that doesn't even make sense. If I didn't touch with a 10-foot pole, I wouldn't touch with a 3-foot pole. Holy shit. That doesn't even make sense. The bear market's taking a toll on me. I can't even make sense anymore. Holy moly. Let's look at the stock market real quick. So stock market got pretty red day today, right? I mean, not the worst day, but 1.5%, NASDAQ 1.5%. So here's the thing on the S&P. So we were waiting for a retest of this downtrend of resistance. The problem with that is, okay, I bring up the MACD here on the daily. And we know we're a big fan of divergences on this channel, okay? And we look, and I see here that the daily's got higher highs, and the daily's got lower highs. So here's my issue, okay? With, and this also goes into my point with why I want to see Bitcoin get a move up sooner rather than later, if it's going to get that move, is the S&P slowly but surely. Wow, Pafka, that's very specific, man. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. The reason why I also want to see Bitcoin get a move up too is because the S&P is slowly approaching this resistance line here. Slowly but surely. And that's been the point where it's gotten rejected once, 2, 3 times. And you got to respect resistance till it's there. And I'll be serious. Like if the S&P gets rejected here and starts coming back down, I got to expect Bitcoin's going to do the same thing, no? At least a little bit. And at least not have like a jet to the upside that's going to be absolutely massive. So we're not there yet, okay? We have a little daily bearish divergence there, though. I want to see it sooner rather than later on both of these, right? So let's see what this does tomorrow. As we always like to say, right? We sort of said it on yesterday's stream. The last Monday was red, okay? And then the market turned pretty quickly for the stock markets. And I think the week before that was red too. And then the week turned pretty favorably for the stock markets as well. So Monday is always a shady day, okay? Especially the day after Thanksgiving, right? All sort of the orders over Thanksgiving gets all combusted into Monday, and Monday's always a shady day, especially after a holiday, right? Let's see what the market does going into tomorrow, and we can have a little bit more of a clue what we should expect. I would take today with a slight, I would take today with a mini grain of salt, just a tinny mini grain of salt, and see what we look like going into tomorrow, my friends. All right, Bitcoin so far is holding the line. Adam, I got you, Mike. Let's look at Adam real quick. Atom. I love Atom. Someone said this is the slowest they've ever seen the chat. Hell yeah, man. Bring on the slow chats. Bring on the slow freaking chats. I don't like when the chats are slow, you know, because I like all my friends in here. But unfortunately, you know, it's kind of like a sports team, right? The loyal crypto fans will stay around for a little bit, but as the team starts to suck, they start going to other teams, right? So, hey, like we always like to say, the friends will be back during the bullish times. That's okay, right? That's okay. Every sports team has bandwagon fans, and you know, you got to live with it. Anyways, let's see what we're looking at for Atom. So Atom. What do we got going on? Let's see. Let's go to the daily chart real quick. Let's see. RH. All right, RH. Here we go. RH said. Let me do this. RH. She said, "Thanks for not answering my question, even though I asked you more than 19 times. 19 times I asked you." RH, I definitely ain't answering your question now, my friend. You know what I mean? RH, I didn't see your question. But now, oh boy, we ain't answering any of your questions. All right, anyways, let's see. Adam, what do we got? Let's go look at Cosmos. Cosmosis. We were going to discuss Gummy. Oh, no, we ain't discussing Gummy, man. We don't want to discuss Gummy on here. We don't want to do that, man. Anyways, what do we got for Adam? So Adam is, let's see for Atom. Atom. Marco, what's going on, man? He said, Jordan, what's up? Well, nothing's up right now. Everything's down, if you know what I mean. All right, so Cosmos. What do we got going on for Cosmos? I mean, really, you sort of just, you're trapped. Looking left, right? Previous support turning into resistance now. But, I mean, this is one of those things, too, where I look down for Cosmos, and it's, man, it's such an interesting time right now because I sort of look both ways. And I look at this and I say, okay, you're trying to get a higher low here for Atom, which is awesome, right? That's what you want to see. You go to the daily chart for Atom, and you had nice bullish divergence. It played out. This could just be the quick little backtest for continuing up. I still do think that if we go back to like the 8-hour chart, that this one, man, it's tough. If we want to see this move up to these levels here to take this big wick and these vector candles up to the upside. Before then trying to come back down, I want to see it soon. But, I mean, at the same point, what do you usually see at the lows? You usually see some type of double bottom formation. So I don't see it here. I see a low. Okay, I see a retrace. I still do think if this is going to come back down to the lows, sort of like Bitcoin, and then you're going to try to come back up, an attempt to come back up, okay? And then they smack it back down. Something along these lines makes the most sense. But what I always like to say for crypto is it doesn't always like to make sense, you know. But as far as them maximizing, you know, where the volume is at, this trajectory makes the most sense. Until it doesn't, you know, they could drop it here and then there's more volume down here. They come back down. They say, screw it, we're just going to go to the downside. But, you know, I still would wait for that second test of the bottom if you're trying to get into Atom at this point, you know. Now, if it's a long-term hold, I mean, at this point, the low is what? Actually, the low is a lot lower for Atom. It's like 560. The local low is like 870. So, I mean, I guess you could do worse. But it's tough. It's tough to see what you're saying. But that's my overall thought process for most cryptos right now is you know, I look at Bitcoin and do we see a move down to get a move up to then see a move down later? That's sort of my thought process going on there. Pafka said, you think Ape will reach 460 and goes down to $3? RH, what's going on, buddy? I was sort of just kidding with you, man. I was sort of just kidding with you. What's your question, RH? What's your question, my man? Put it in the chat. Is it true that Sandbox will never go back to all-time highs? I have no idea, man. That's like asking me if there's an ant somewhere in this apartment somewhere. Like, there probably is. I have no idea, but no, I mean, listen, if you believe in the metaverse, I would say Sandbox is better than Decentraland, in my personal opinion, as far as like what they've came out with. So I like Sandbox as the metaverse play. It's just a matter of, you know, it's just a matter of that sector actually taking off. And it's just a matter of the bull market coming back, you know. I think sometimes we sort of complicate things. I mean, when the bull market comes back, guys, I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Almost every coin goes up in a bull market. It doesn't take a genius to tell you that. Now, some of them outperform other ones, and that's the real deep dive into those is which ones will outperform. Okay, which ones will be the EOS, where EOS still did good in the last bull market, but it didn't do as good as, say, Ethereum, or XRP didn't do as good as, you know, Cardano, right? So that's the key. Which ones will do better? I think Sandbox will do okay still, you know. Let's see. Brian, you're always coming in with the you got some pretty good takes. He said no one outside of crypto will ever play Sandbox or Decentraland. Only coin I have. Oh wait, I'm in crypto and I don't want to. True. But Brian, I don't know how old you are, but the younger generation loves video games. Okay, so I will say this: if you're 30 years old plus, you don't like video games as much as everyone else who's 30 years and below. Not a hot take, it's true, okay? Especially nowadays. Like the teenagers that are coming up now, they love video games, man. So I'm a big believer in, do I think it's good for society? No, but I'm a big believer in like video games and metaverse will be good future plays as we sort of go through the years here. Oh, Jordan, can you talk about my pre-stream question? Are aliens wondering if there are aliens? Oh yeah, man. Listen, 100% hot take. This ain't even a hot take, man. There are aliens on another planet that are sitting there, just like we are here, and we sit here and we go, are there aliens out there? And there's people here that go, no way. There's another planet out there where they're like, are there aliens out there? Little do they know that we are here. And we got people like, you know, they probably, what's funny is we think aliens are this like alien looking, like we know what we think what aliens look like. We think they're like this extraterrestrial, like super smart being. In reality, probably not. Like imagine if aliens came here somehow and they figured out what we are. Dude, we're a bunch of bobs that just jerk off. Like, wow, there's aliens. What's going on, Mr. Alien? Oh, what am I doing in the bathroom? That's not important. It's not important. Just know that we are here. We are aliens too. Right? Hold on. My mom always calls me, well, she knows I stream at this time. Holy moly. We are the aliens to the aliens. Jordan, he a gray alien? A gray alien? Holy moly. But you know how it is. Like, we think aliens look some way, but in reality, aliens probably are dumber than us. Or whatever aliens out there is probably dumber than us. Or it's something that we can't even comprehend, right? We think an alien has to be this thing with arms and legs. It could just be like a gas. You know what I mean? Or some other element that we don't even know. You know what I mean? It could be something that we can't even see. It could be invisible. You know? We don't even know. But that's besides the point. We're going too deep here. This is a crypto stream, not an alien stream. Okay? Jordan, this is a crypto stream, not an alien stream. Keep your head on straight. Holy moly. All right. So, yeah, man. This is what we got right now, man. This is what we freaking got right now. We got this crypto market that is doing shady things, my friends. Let's see. Ultimate Gandhi said, I think I'm going to sell everything and open a foreign cheese import export exchange. Maybe Kevin O'Leary will invest. He probably will, man. He probably will. Kevin O'Leary would probably invest in no, listen. Kevin O'Leary is getting a lot of hate right now because I get why he's getting hate. He shouldn't have said what he said. Even if he thought what he said, he shouldn't have said that. That was just horrible thing to say at the time, and now he just looks like an idiot. So you got to know when to say stuff and not to say stuff, and he definitely said the wrong thing at the wrong time. That's for sure. But is he a dumb guy? I mean, I don't think he is. At the end of the day, but he definitely didn't say the right things. You know what I mean? He definitely made a big mistake there. That's for sure. We need a Kevin O'Leary filter. There probably is one on here. Let me see. Kevin O'Leary. Let me see. Nope, that's Drake. Why does Drake pop up? Kevin O'Leary. Drake, LeBron. I typed Kevin O'Leary and Drake and LeBron. Come on, here's Drake.
Thoughts on Zcash?
I know when the hotline bling, they only need one thing. I know when the hotline bling, they only need one thing. Here's LeBron. Looks like Michael Jordan. That ain't LeBron. What the heck? Oh, I know it does when I smile. Hey! Let me see. All right. What else do we got? Shit, man. Here we are. I guess we're at that point of the stream where we sort of just kind of chill out and sort of... Let's do a quick poll. We haven't done a poll today. Let's do a poll. Let's do this. Let's do shit. Let's do this. Where will BTC close the year? Where will BTC close the year? Let's do this. Because everyone wants a Santa Claus rally. Let's do above. Let's do some speculations here. Let's do above 20K. Let's do 20K to that's gonna be too easy. Let's do above 19K. Let's do 19K to 17K. Let's do 15K to 17K. And let's do below. Actually, this is gonna be too easy. I don't like this poll. This is very biased. Below 15K. No. Let's do 14 here. Let's do 14. Let's do 16. Let's do 16. Hold on, guys. I got to get this to be an even poll because that was kind of BS. So we have 18, 18, 16, 14, 16, below 14. There we go. I think that makes sense. Good job, Jordan. Good job. Where will Bitcoin close the year? Drunk Bear says 7K. Holy Lord. 7K drop in the next month? Holy Lord. Let's do a Q&A. Fuck it. Let's do a Q&A. Let me know, guys, let me know your questions. Let me know. We can do a Q&A. It can be crypto related, non-crypto related. Let's just chill out. It can be anything related. It can be crypto or no crypto. $69K? Holy moly. Let's see. Most people are saying, look at this. It's the Bulls versus the Bears in this poll. Holy moly. The Bulls versus the Bears coming in. All right. So Bitcoin seems to be at least trying to come back up and retrace. Could just be another back test. It seems to, it did this earlier where it went below and came back in on the shorter term time frames. So Bitcoin's sort of just chilling there. What else do we got? I mean, I guess why you guys ask you some questions. Let's see here. Do you like bottoms? I'm not going to answer that question. I feel like this is a trick question because there's many ways that can go. Let's see. Will SBF be knocked off by Christmas? No. SBF will be, by knocked off, I assume that alive. I assume that means alive. And I will say he will be alive by Christmas time. I think that's pretty good. Worst AMA ever? 0 out of 4. Let me see. How much do the Bills beat the Pats by Thursday? Brian, don't be, you must be from Buffalo. It makes sense. Your name's Brian. Buffalo Brian sounds like a pussy. Buffalo Brian. No, Buffalo Brian. Here's the thing. The Pats will beat the Bills. I'll make a prediction right now. If it's correct, then I don't know. The Pats will beat the Bills 24 to 20. No, they're going to beat the Bills 24 to 20. 24 to 20. The Pats will beat the Bills. That's my guess. 24 to 20. Why? Because the Pats offense sucks. And for them to even get 24 points is a blessing at this point. So, yeah, that's what we got. All right, now the chat is all jacked up here. Holy moly. Let's see what else we got. Let's do some Q&A. Do you own a green shirt? I do. I wear a green shirt all the time. What are you talking about? I always wear a green shirt. I wear a green shirt probably at least once a week. Is your hat itchy? Fuck yeah. No, it's not really itchy. It just gets really sweaty in there. It kind of smells like I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to know what it smells like. Let's see. Worst AMA ever. Look at BTC on the week. Absolutely nowhere. Oh, BTC on the weekly? Yeah, BTC on the weekly is, yeah. We're at the 786 retracement. It is interesting level, right? I mean, as much as we talk about, okay, Bitcoin looks like horrible, which, I mean, just going based off price action, okay, yeah. I mean, you take the swing lows to swing highs, you're at that 786 retracement. It might not mean anything. I mean, in reality, I think you're more so just in between the previous all-time highs at 19K and the next big support level at 14K. You're kind of just in no man's land at the minute, I think. You know? And it's a matter of which one gets tagged first. Does 14K get tagged first or does 19K get tagged first? That's the big question everyone's wondering right now. You know, which one gets tagged first, my friends? And we went over all that earlier today. We talked about that for a freaking hour, okay? For a freaking hour. I don't think anyone else talks. I think I'm pretty confident in this. I don't think anyone talks. Some people are pretty close, but I think I talk about charts more than anyone every day. I'm pretty confident in that. All right, so where else are we? Ethereum also retraced back up. So could Ethereum still get that little inverse bat and shoulders? Definitely could see the inverse bat and shoulders here for Ethereum. If you could see that. Do you think Santa is real? No. I actually, as a kid, I figured out Santa Claus wasn't real very, very early. Okay? I figured it out myself. No one told me it. Why? Because I think there's two types of people in this world. Quick, this is a hot take.
Rant alert.
I think there's people that figure out Santa's not real themselves, which are very logical people. And then I feel like there's people who never figure out Santa's not real. They think Santa's real when they're like 13 years old. And and then you just got the illogical people that don't know that Santa Claus isn't real till they're 13. Hot take.
Rant alert.
I learned Santa Claus was real. I knew Santa Claus wasn't real probably when I was like 5. And I wanted to tell my brother so bad. He wanted to know that Santa Claus wasn't real. Well, he thought Santa Claus was real until my parents told him. And yeah. So he got that going for you. You know? The hell Santa Claus is real. You're looking at him. You're looking at Santa Claus. You serious? God damn, I am Santa Claus. Holy moly. Let's see. You just need to believe a little bit more. Oh, man. Let's see. Think BTC going back to $800 for the next year and a half, just like 2015? $800? Woo! Gandhi. That's crazy. Let's see this poll, though. Where will Bitcoin close the year? Wow, people are still... man, I don't... Based off the chat... No, I think it's a reasonable take. I think it's still a reasonable take. If I had to vote on this poll, it's a tough one, man. If I had to vote on this poll, where will Bitcoin close the year? Man, because we're talking about we're not talking about where it's going right now. We're talking about a month from now. You know, and a lot can happen in the next month. Man, that's a tough question. I will say, I believe Bitcoin will close the year. Oh, man. That's a tough one, dude. I think it's going to close, and this is an interesting one. I'm going to say it's going to close between 16K and 18K. I think it's going to close between 16K and 18K. Why? I do think that the price action, you know, as much as we look at it today, I do think, you know, we might mosey around in here a little bit. I do think it's going to come up, you know, and sort of at the end of the year, we start to sort of come back down. And by the end of the year, we might be sitting like somewhere in this region here, you know. And then going into January could be, you know, the interesting point where no one knows. But something like this makes a lot of sense to me, right? But, hey. Who am I to know? I guess I'm just Santa Claus, you know? I don't know anything about crypto charts. I just know how to make toys. You know? I know how to make toys, and I know how to give elves orders, right? Think about Santa Claus. He's the most lazy mother trucker in the world. Think about Santa Claus, guys, real quick. I didn't think about this till the other day. Think about how lazy Santa Claus is, guys. Okay? Santa Claus. What does Santa Claus do? What does Santa Claus do? Santa Claus doesn't do shit the whole year. The whole year, he sits there in his little house, doesn't do anything. He tells all his elves, work on all the toys for me, okay? Work on all the toys. You got to work all day on the toys. Get them ready for Christmas, okay? And then what? Jordan ruined Christmas. You know what's sad? There's probably some kids watching the stream. I just thought about that. There's probably a few kids that watch it. There's probably at least like 3 kids watching the stream. Kids, we're trolling over here. And I'm actually talking about why Santa Claus is lazy. Santa Claus is real. He tells it. And then what does he do? On Christmas Eve, he flies his deer around, or his reindeer around, goes through every chimney, okay? He drops off the presents that the elves made for him and wrapped for him and everything. Okay, out of his little bag that somehow holds all the presents. He puts it under the tree. Okay, and then he has milk and cookies on every single house that he gets to go to. Okay, and then he goes home and he does it again next year. You got to be kidding me, man! That guy has the absolute life. Holy moly! Jordan is the Grinch. He just ruined Christmas. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. Drops off a present for your mom. Yeah, and he even banks some moms on the way. You don't think Santa Claus banks some moms? Shit. He definitely stops there. You guys ever hear the song? I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. It's a very naughty mommy. Hope it's a single mom. You know? Who knows if it's not? If it's not a single mom, well, Santa Claus, you got some bad morals, and you're getting coal for Christmas, motherfucker. You know? Like, who are you to judge? Who are you to judge, Santa? And you're kissing people's moms? Who are you to judge? You're getting coal next year. Holy moly. This Santa Claus guy judging people, putting them on the naughty list, and he's kissing people's moms out here. Come on, man. All right. Let's see. Let's see. He rides his deer's Christmas Eve. Santa's Becker. He might be Becker. Becker with the pecker. Jim Bob said he always leaves scotch in a cigar. Let's see. Spy Sat coming in. He said, "You guys better watch out. Violent night is coming soon for you." That's pretty freaky, man. Like, what's with the riddle? Just say what's gonna happen, man. Why you gonna spread riddles? Santa, you dog, you. You dog, you. You're a dog. You're a dirty, dirty dog. What do you mean? Santa's not a dog. He just does what I do. And Jordan, you call me a dog too? Listen, I bang people's moms too. Why? Why do I bang people's moms? Because the moms have to deal with their sons sitting in their basements all day, right? They need a little excitement in life. So I go and I bang them out, all right? And then they get bullish. Why? Because they're bearish on their son who's sitting in the basement playing video games and not doing shit, all right? That's what he needs. And that's what Santa does too. So don't be calling Santa a dog, all right? He's just doing what's good for community like me, all right? Nice, man. You'll never learn. You'll never learn. You'll never be a dog. No halal food today? Oh, man. You know what? You know what's funny? Earlier today, I was thinking about getting some halal food. I was like, damn, I don't feel like walking all the way there. It's a trip. It's a trip. If it was closer, I'd go. But, man, it's easily a 45-minute walk there. You know? I mean, like 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. It's not a walk that I would want to be doing right now. Okay? But I totally would want it, you know? I totally would want it. And maybe one day I'll get delivery. Who knows? You know? That sounds pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm craving some good food right now. I'm not going to lie. Today I've eaten pretty healthy today so far. What I always do is I eat healthy all day. And then for dinner... Oh, yeah. I had a chocolate croissant today. A huge chocolate croissant. It was so good. Other than that, I ate healthy, though. I ate really healthy, and then I had a massive croissant like this big. It was really good, though. Really good. DoorDash, I could get DoorDash. I could. What's the best halal food? Oh, dude, the best halal food, hands down. Adele's Famous. Go to Adele's Famous. It is the best. It's not even the best halal food I've ever had. It's honestly in my top 5 favorite foods I've ever had in my life. Go to Adele's. I'm serious. And I wouldn't just hype up something like this for no reason. Listen, I've shit on all the Indian food places over here. I've shit on all the pizza over here. Okay? The Adele's Famous, go there. You will not be disappointed. But make sure you go early. They open at 6 o'clock every day. If you're not there early, okay, you will be waiting in line there for 3 freaking hours. I'm not kidding you. Okay? So make sure you're there at 5:45. They open at 6. All right?
Rant alert.
The voice from the background. The voice from the background says, "No, you had a chocolate croissant." I'm eating 7 nut butter. I'm eating 7 nut butter right out of the jar with my fingers. Nice. Nice. Peanut butter's good out of the fingers, dude. You know? I have no idea what Adele is other than the singer. You may wait 3 hours. I'm not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, guys. I think we're getting way off track here. We're getting way off track. You know, And I don't are you guys paying attention to? No, let's not even bring it up. Anyways, let's see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm bringing back the morning streams, by the way. They're going to be shorter though. They're going to be shorter. They're going to be. I'm going to cut right to the freaking chase. Okay, right to the chase. 9:45. Be there or be square. And if you're not there, well, you know, I'll see you guys there at 7. Make sure you're there though. It's going to be quick and sweet. Sweetness. Okay, and we'll talk about. Excuse me. Talk about the bearish divergence on the Dow Jones. Yeah, we can do that real quick, Mr. Hart. Let's do that on the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones. Do we got the Dow Jones? Yeah, here we go. Here's the Dow Jones. The bearish divergence on the Dow Jones. Yeah, the Dow Jones. Real quick before we go, the Dow Jones has an interesting chart, right? Because all right, we know that the SPX. Okay, the SPX and Nasdaq. Both are at this resistance point right here, right? Where the Dow Jones has actually broken out to the upside. Okay. Now, I'm assuming you're talking about the RSI here, bearish divergence. I'm going to assume the weekly. I'm going to assume. I don't see bearish divergence on the weekly RSI. Do we have it on the LMACD? Let's see. The MACD also doesn't have bearish divergence. Am I missing something here? Or is it on a different indicator that you're looking at? But both of these actually look pretty good. This one actually broke out. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. But I mean, I think, you know, just because this one broke out doesn't mean it's the end all be all. But I will say, if we go back to say 2000, when the Dow Jones actually broke out, which actually, look at this. This is interesting. So the Dow Jones actually got a slight move above, right, in 2001, and then it crashed right back down. So I would say, you know, it doesn't really have to mean much at this point. And you actually look, it did the same thing here. It broke out and then came right back down. That's interesting. We look at the S&P. The S&P and the Nasdaq didn't do that, you know. So let's see. I mean, this is the interesting point we got right here, right? SPX, Nasdaq at huge resistance points coming up. Dow Jones broke out, but it's done that in the last two major recessionary periods. Not recessionary periods, but major crises. And we'll see how that goes. All right. So anyways, we'll talk more tomorrow. See you guys at 9:45. Stay easy. Stay good. And have a fantastic night, my friends. Now you guys can watch me sit here awkwardly until I find the end stream button. Because that's what we do here. We awkwardly find the end stream button. Know what I'm saying? Let's find it right now. Let's find it right now. The end stream button. Can I find it? That is the question that we got. Let's see. Let's end it. Let's end it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Peace.